Hello everyone, this is Damon with Easy Green Screen, and in this video I'm going to show you how to record Easy Green Screen into an action, and this will make it easy to extract an image and start with the exact settings that you want. So I've already pre-lassoed this, and so we're going to do a dual mask extraction, and what I'm going to do is pull up the actions window. So under Window, Actions, or you can use Alt F9 or Option F9 on Mac. And I'm going to create a new action set. You may already have a set that you want to use, but I'm going to create a new set and just call this Easy Green Screen. Now what an action set is basically just a folder that contains all of the actions that you record. So this is really simple. I'm just going to hit New Action. I'm just going to call this Green Spill Fix, and then I'm going to hit record. You see we've got our red button recording, and so now anything we do in Photoshop is going to get recorded into this action. So I'm just going to run Easy Green Screen. I'm going to run it dual mask. Now actions work with either single mask or dual mask, but in this case I'm running dual mask. Now I've already got a preset with the settings I want to use, so I'm just going to apply this. Now you don't need to have a preset to record an action. When you record the action, it's going to record whatever settings you've used, and it doesn't need a preset. I just used that because I already had a preset that had the settings I wanted. Now the action will record all of your extraction settings, which are anything under these top three buttons. It's not going to record anything in the composition, so adding the backdrop positioning, that's not recordable in an action. And also the keep or remove areas, so if you've lassoed areas that you needed to manually keep or fix spill correction for or whatever, that's also not going to record it in the action. Just your basic extraction settings that are in these top three buttons. Now one thing too I'll point out, under your preferences there is one thing that you want to decide when you're doing your actions, and that is the spill opacity for action playback. And this should actually say spill opacity for action recording because it's going to embed what you have chosen here into the action. Now you've got two choices. You can use auto spill correction opacity for each image, or use the exact recorded spill correction opacity. And for the case of this action, I want to use the exact recorded spill correction opacity, and I'm going to save the preferences. And I'll show you what that is under the spill correction, this setting called spill correction opacity. Easy Green Screen auto compensates this based on the green screen lighting in each image, and it usually does a pretty good job. If you have it set to use auto, it's going to ignore what you have here in your action, and that way it auto compensates for each image. So if you want to run that same action on images that have different lighting, it's best to leave that in auto. However, if you have a batch of images that you know you have the exact same lighting and you want it to always use this exact value that you input, you turn that off in those preferences, and then it will use this exact value, in this case 75. So that's all you got to do. I'm going to hit apply, and then we're going to hit stop on our action. So now it's recorded Easy Green Screen 5 in dual mask mode into an action step. And if you see the drop down menu, this contains all of the settings to extract your image. And that one setting in the preferences that we chose to use the exact spill correction opacity, you see it says without auto spill correction opacity. So in this case, it's going to use that exact value of 75 that we set. Now, if you record an action and you have the auto turned on, this will say with auto spill correction opacity. So even if you see a value in here, it's not going to use that. It will use the auto spill correction opacity each time. And the only thing that does is sets the opacity of this spill correction layer here. And you see it's set to 75. So what I'm going to do is Control Z. We're going to undo that. I'm actually going to deselect it as well, just to show you when we play this action back. It's now going to ask me to lasso. You can pre-lasso, or you can lasso when it prompts you. If you just tell it to play the action and you don't have it selected, it's going to prompt you. So now it's extracted and it's applied those exact same settings that we used, and you see that spill correction adjustments I'd made. Watch the previous video and you'll see what I did to correct for the spill on the side of the face here, but you see that's automatically applied. Now, one more thing is, if you want to apply those settings, but you think you may want to adjust something in Easy Green Screen, you notice that this did not bring up the Easy Green Screen user interface. So what you can do in your action is a step that's called Easy Green Screen 5. You just click in that step, and this is the Show Dialog checkbox. If this is checked, it will show the dialog, or the user interface basically, for Easy Green Screen. So I'm going to undo the extraction again, and I'm going to play this action and just show you the difference here. So I'll make my dual mask selection, hit continue. And this time the Easy Green Screen user interface comes up. All of our adjustments that we have inside of the action recording are preset for us, so they're already in here. Now, the one thing you notice is if you're doing dual mask with an action, you'll see your selection here that's not actually in the image. For some reason, Photoshop just displays that lasso. I think it's a bug in how Photoshop displays the image, but in any case, this is just an artifact that you're seeing on the screen. As soon as you apply, you're not going to see that. That's going to go away. That only happens when you're running dual mask from an action and you're showing the Easy Green Screen user interface. So just ignore that when you see that. It's no big deal. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you learned something, and if you're interested at all in Easy Green Screen, please be sure to visit our website. That is easygreenscreen.com.